Here we go. We're going to do a quick spectating game here on Caldera Solos. First step is we're going to get ourselves killed. Step 2, gulag. Step 3, win the gulag, because whoever's here this early is an absolute bot anyways. Step 4, die again. All right, here we go. We'll just follow in on this guy.
Stone, check out my pet duck on Instagram. Guaranteed to make any day
I couldn't
better.
get myself
He's
killed
a big
fast
fan.
enough.
At him, Really Hank.
First kill, FIFA. Looks like his name is. Level 50. I can't... Here's the thing. I can't get myself killed from splatting because it's going to reset my fall damage counter. We cannot die to fall damage in this stream. I'm on an incredible streak, and we do not want to lose that. It's got somebody on beat. Camp in the loadout, man. I thought this was going to be his loadout. Oh, man, look at the patience here. Still 27 bullets. Oh, don't reload. He missed the shooting window. This guy was probably back from gulag, so he doesn't have plates. And there it is. Second kill on board. The stoner? Yeah, I wouldn't take it either, bro. So he was just full on... He was just full on loadout camping it. He saw a loadout. He had a good position on it. He said, nah, I'm just going to wait it out. Let's get the kill. All right. Well, he can definitely shoot. He's got good enough awareness to play some high ground when he needs it. Movement seems okay. He's popping some slide cancels here. Still hasn't got his loadout, though. Looks like a bot lobby. What do you guys think? Is this lobby looking pretty botty? I feel like we haven't seen enough of the lobby yet. We've only seen the guy in the gulag. He was pretty bad. And those two guys, they were pretty bad. 2 people in the circle building. There's usually a handful of good players in these lobbies, though, so we'll see. Trying to get the wall finish there. Not quite. He's got a lead on a guy back from the gulag, though. Left side of the build, sees it. Good flash tags flashed out. Goes for the spray. Pulls a little cover here. Swaps over to the KG. He's still got a health lead. Goes for the C4. Nicely done with the C4 there. Oh, and there's another! The follow-up taking FIFA out was Mini Ugardi. Third kill on board for Mini. Level 50. Level 55, about to prestige here himself. Looks like he's about to get into his first prestige. And he's got a bounty not too far away either. No loadout, though. And no loadout on map, unless this is his loadout gun, which it could be. I believe this is the Type 100 here, right? And the bar? Type 100 bar combo? He could balloon up on this guy, but the chance of getting fried out of the air is very high. So I don't like that too much. Shots going down in that building. We did have 2 in this building earlier. Half the lobby's gone before second zone. Yep. Terrible Semtex throw there. Gonna go ahead and frag himself. Gets the crack on the other, but does not have the ability to push up after that Semtex throw. I mean, that's happened to me a number of times, not gonna lie. But I usually do it on purpose just to be relatable to the chat. See, this is one of the things that makes me hesitant about solos in some of the situations I play. These guys are both just hiding in corners next to each other here. They're not really engaging each other. Even that airstrike is... You can use it as a mover. Which it looks like he did. Okay, this is good. He got a new angle here to go for a push on. But this is where oftentimes you kill one guy and then there's another dude randomly in the corner. It's because people are in long fights. Now, you hear him on metal. Makes me think he's on the roof. Or he might be standing on something metal in the next room to the left. Goes for the stim pop. There it is. Yep, he was standing on the metal drawers there. Filing cabinets, whatever that is. Well done. Going for the stim pop to push. Gives you that extra mobility to go in on that surprise attack there. Even if they hear you coming, it can be really hard to react to it. But he knew exactly where he was. So great push by Mini here.
We need eyes. Send that recon.
UAV up. Got one spotted. Ground floor. Going to the balloon, brother. Going to the balloon. Check the balloon. See him in the open there. Gets the crack and a little damage on Flesh. Doesn't have the stim to push. You saw him in the left window. Could have been limited by the FOV. He's in the left building there. I think this guy's also ghosted because the last sweep didn't... Nope. Okay, the sweep did pick him up. Maybe it did... I don't know. Maybe he's standing still now, and that's why it started to pick him up again. I thought I saw a sweep where it didn't pop. That's why I was concerned. Ooh! Ooh, and it's FIFA! We're back with them! Let's see if he's ghosted here as well. I don't know if it shows when we go for the swap over, but we will be able to see off the camera at the top once he starts moving if it does go transparent. Couldn't really accurately read that situation there because I thought I saw a UAV sweep go off when there was no ping. But he does have tempered on. He's going to go ahead and swap the weapons over. He's looking at that Type 100. Does he keep it? It looks like he will. Went prone behind an angle there. Got the come up. Gets a crack there with the auto. He's going to pull roof, see if he can get another angle on it. These guys are looking pretty good. It could be specialist. Could just be... He's also got scavenger. It also could just be the floor loot perks he's picking up. We don't know. We can't tell all the perks he has. Switching over to the Mac Daddy. Okay. Does a little UAV check with that heartbeat. Picks his stims back up. This could easily be a double-digit game for him. Still 26 on board. Zone 3 looks like a, you know, not a healthy lobby, but the average lobby, I would say. Ram gun on the floor there as well. All right, he's going for the balloon redeploy. Now, probably the ideal play here is to hold this high hill. This will give you the most positioning to rotate from. Of course, peaks closing out. You're going to have a lot of traffic here from all the other players. This is actually, I think, pretty good map design in general, though, where you give the high ground to the players. That, like, having the central high point here, this is going to be the optimal spot, but you're going to have to deal with all the contesting down here. Or you play the worst position where there's probably going to be less people. The zone pulls all the way down to dock, though, and he plays for an early dock. It could be a massive, massive win for him. He's rotating over to factory. You're probably going to have a lot more traffic here. People come back from Gulag here quite often because there is so much to loot. You can get a nice come up. We see a lot of mid-game traffic here. And, of course, this is going to be just down from peak. You're going to have all the players from Mines, Ruins, Village, all of these lower areas coming into this area. And this is dead center of zone. Great shots with the auto onto the rooftop. This is probably the most dangerous position because people will take the balloons, rotate up, because that's the ultimate high ground in factory here. If you can control that spot, you've got the best spot in factory. You obviously are still weak up to the top hill here, but there is enough area that you can hold cover and really only be weak to that one spot. Keep your safety on this west side of the building. You should be fine. He killed the one that's up there, though. If I'm him, I go up and try and take that right away. That guy was over peaking the roof there. He heard a shot. I think it was a sniper shot out in the distance in that direction. Parachuter coming in. Almost gets the knock. Oh, he can't quite get it. Jumps off the roof. He wants to get this kill, but if this man made it into the building, he's in a bad position now. Pushing into the building can get a lot more sketchy. Nothing on beat, though. So this is either a ghosted redeployer or the guy kept parachuting out because he didn't really check it, and the guy might be running over towards the firing range over here. Now he lost the high ground, though. You heard somebody parachuting, and you saw him at the top right of the screen there. Oh, beautiful drop shot. Read the play, and it does look like it was a ghoster. Look at that. He even had a UAV buy station in pocket. This man was juiced up. Could even call this in and get a self-res going right here. UAV up online. Look at that, guys. 3 more people in this factory building. What did I tell you? Most likely, you're going to have people coming from top hill here. That's where I'd be most concerned with people rotating in from. But, of course, he doesn't have much visibility because of this factory building. I'd also be checking this firing range to see if anybody's rotating out of Arsenal right now. That's where he does have bigger angles on. I really haven't seen him check this outside field out to the northwest. That's what I'd be most concerned with. And he does hear footsteps. He's got one on heartbeat right below him. Does he push in, though? That's a risky-ass play to go for a push-in on him. But he does have the MAC. Good close-range submachine gun. And if he gets the drop on him, he could get the kill quick. He sees him at the end. He didn't see it. He was right there. He's right there. You're looking at him. He's right there. This is one of the hard things. There's a lot to clear when you're in these buildings. You see him? Come on, man. He could get a replate here. He doesn't have a Semtex to try and go for a force push. He's got 2 in his building. There is one still right below him. This is actually a different guy that is, I think, even ghosted here. Great push in. But now he's got to deal with the second player. You see what I'm talking about here. This is why it is so hard to push buildings. He had another player in there that was ghosted. That was the one he ended up fighting. If you saw when he popped that UAV, he had another player directly on him still. But it's a lot to process when you're solo pushing a building. You don't have the trade-out potential of being in duos, trios, quads. Still got one more in this building. Could even be a parachuter coming in. 16 kills on board for Katsumoto. STG 2.5x on it. STG seen a huge buff in this last update. A lot of people have been running this, rightfully so. He is still using the 50 rounder on it. This could also be a floor looter, but even the floor loot STG is a phenomenal one. He's got this guy on heartbeat still below him here. He is concerned that maybe the guy parachuted back in, landed on top there. This actually is a shaft right here. You can go through the shaft down to the base and hold that position down there. He would have seen this guy peeking on the top because you can only hold the rim of the tip up there. You're only going to circle around the tip of that if he is playing up height, but he's keeping an eye on his weak points, which is exactly what you want to do. Now you see that guy was too close to him. He couldn't have been up there. He's either down at the base of the shaft or potentially not even on it altogether. He hears the footsteps. Now going for slow crouch walking. Spots him. Can he get to the edge? That guy's got a heartbeat sensor as well, so they both know where each other are. Shots go down on top. Misses everything. Sniper shots coming on him. Jumps down with the shotgun. He should be able to win this. He is going to move slow, so he's got to close distance. Spots the dot. Bops him with the shotgun. Well played by Katsumoto. 17 kills on board. Now, we had multiple dots on the last UAV we saw from the last player in this building. He's got to be a little nervous in here, but he probably doesn't even know. So one of the risky things pushing the building, though. Gets a couple shots, switch over to that Jack. Misses his first 3, but clutches it with 2 health. Maybe even 1. It's so sketchy to push these buildings. If that guy that he was pushing was actually good, he would have been dead right now. Gets another UAV. He's going to pop it. And you see there is still yet another one in factory here. One of the cross building. They're taking shots at him. I think that might be up on one of these rooftops. I don't think it was this guy, but 1, 2, 3 accounted for. This is everybody. You know, this is everybody. So it was likely this guy on the back mountain actually taking long-range shots at him. Does have a PDS he could go for play on here, but this is actually huge. He has all the knowledge, so now he can decide to make the play. He can't really go for height here, so I think he's just got to play low ground under this guy. Maybe try and get the pick here, but this guy's going to be his biggest problem. Up on that top outer hill. That guy on the outer hill is not going to have a lot of cover up there, I don't believe. There could be a rock or two that he could utilize, but just on this edge of the cliff, it's going to be hard to utilize. So this guy on his roof here could arguably be in position number 2 for probability of win. It's like those poker hands where you're like the probability of winning early on. That's how I think about a lot of these games. What's the probability of winning in the position that they're at? He knows one's back on that left side there. He still needs to get a reload on his gun. He's got the airstrike he can utilize, but if he pops that, it's going to ping him on the map as airstrike does come in on him here. He's safe inside if he stays under. Of course, we can't see if he gets the warning of the precision airstrike as well. He definitely needs to get this SDG reloaded, though. This could cost him the game. This is one of the things you see a lot of these players just constantly switching weapons. Usually they're switching weapons, hitting reload as well, just to test if you've got that reload done. Doesn't always work out, right? But if you catch more than you lose, he goes down anyways. It didn't come down to the extra mech. He doesn't even pull the cover before he tries to pop the self. He should have at least tried to crawl in against that wall because it would have forced Penguin off the high ground here, giving up his position for the end game. He might have been able to force this guy to stay up. But wait, Penguin goes down from golf shot. I have to assume because now we're spectating with golf. 14 kills on board for him in the 1v1. Huge shots. Combat Scout reveals the position. He goes for the airstrike. What are you doing? This is the stupidest play I've ever seen. You've got somebody at 5 health and you're going to precision airstrike yourself off the roof, giving him high ground? Don't go for this balloon, man. Thank you. Okay, I thought he was going to go for the balloon and try and go for a redeploy on him, which is certain death. Now he's pushing up on a guy he no longer knows where he is. He's pushing with an STG close range. This guy likely jumped off the roof, though. So this could be a good play. Retaking height. Nope, he didn't jump off. Now he's low. Pops the stim. Disengages it. Playing the ring around the rosy game. Pops another stim for the movement. Good slide. Nicely done. Good recovery. I don't know how we didn't spectate in with him. Penguin actually was the one who got the kill, and the other guy we were spectating with, I thought we would have been spectating him, but it went to golf shot. Thought Penguin had been traded out, but it turned out the two got traded out off that last fight. We ended up spectating the guy that had got the other kill off of it. A lot of mistakes by both players there. Nonetheless, crazy end game. Golf clutches it out. Let's get a little post-game interview, shall we? Golf shot, huge W there. How you liking the STG, and how do you feel about that dub?
That was a good one, man. That was a good one.
Did you get the kill on the guy that was knocked out that the other guy had knocked, that Penguin had knocked? Did you finish him off?
I'm not sure.
It was in that top 4 situation. It was interesting because Penguin had actually knocked him, and then you were rotating and we started spectating with you. What are you using in complement with your STG?
I was
HDR.
Ah, we love to see it. How you liking that over the ZRG?
I just haven't tried the ZRG.
Understandable, understandable. A lot of people only have the Modern Warfare weapons unlocked from back in the day. A lot of times sticking with what you know can be a lot better too, right? Instead of taking the step back, then trying to learn the ZRG, you're going to be a lot worse with that gun off the initiation. And when it's so comparable in general, totally understandable to be rocking that HDR. Great shots with him, brings home a solid end game. A little bit of mistakes towards the end there, but kept it together with a great stim play slide cancel, even with no plates. See, that's where sometimes the aggression pays off more than going for the re-heal, because if he had dropped down, healed up, he would have been low ground and the guy on the high ground. It would have left him in a much, much worse position. But interesting intel, big dub, love to see it. GG's, guys. Left side of the build, sees it. Good flash tags flashed out, goes for the spray. Pulls a little cover here, swaps over to the KG. He's still got a health lead, goes for the C4. Nicely done with the C4 there. Oh, and there's another!